Hi everyone. In my previous video I have completed one of my most favorite campaigns in this MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries game, which was called The Will of Kali. I absolutely love that campaign because of the final mission. The final mission, in my opinion, is probably one of the best, if not the best campaign missions ever in this game. It was a masterpiece of a mission in terms of how well it was thought out, how much interesting, intriguing, adventurous and memorable it was. I absolutely love it, and I think we need more missions like that one in this game. Alright, in today's video I would like to play another favorite campaign of mine, which is called The Eyes on the Democracy, which is going to happen not far from the previous area where I fought. So the previous Will of Kali campaign happened in this conflict zone in the Capellan Confederation. After having completed that mission, I moved around a little bit. I've checked out the local industrial hubs because I needed to get some repairs and refits done on some of my mechs, and also I purchased some equipment because after having completed 2 campaign missions in the Capellan Confederation conflict zone, my reputation with them improved a little bit. They used to hate my guts, I was their sworn enemies, but after the 2 last campaign missions, now I have instead of 25% markup on their products, I now have only 5% markup. But anyways, this video isn't about it. I finally moved to this area, and on my way here I took a couple of multiple missions just to earn some extra money, and now I moved to this campaign area because, as far as I can remember, if I am not mistaken, that new campaign, The Eyes on the Democracy, should happen somewhere around this area. So let's go ahead, take this transmission and see if I was right about that conflict zone, because it's been a while since the last time I've played it, so I'm not entirely sure. So first, let's go ahead and read it, the transmission. So it comes from this guy, Sylvan 1. It's an interesting character, but I don't want to tell much about it because I don't want to spill the plot. I'm Sylvan 1, a representative with Eyes on Democracy. We are an independent watchdog group that monitors local-level democratic elections within the Federated Suns. We have received dire intel that the leading candidate in a regional election for a Trade Federation presidency position, one Casper Owens, has been targeted in an assassination plot by the Lord of the Capellan March, Duke Hansik Davion. Our sources say that candidate Owens and Duke Hansik Davion have had a number of public spats, with Casper Owens openly denouncing Duke Hansik Davion's rule over the Capellan March. It appears as if the Duke wishes to see candidate Owens dead so that his puppet candidate may secure the election. Eyes on Democracy cannot allow for this to happen. While the Federated Suns' interstellar politics are often dominated by hereditary rulers that serve at the back and call to their house lords, how various systems are administered is often left to the discretion of the Duke or Duchess of each system. Because of this, a large number of system-level administrative positions in the Federation are often filled through elected representatives from the local populace. with the straight Federation presidency serving as a sensitive position that administers jump shipping routes, commercial dropship, cargo processing, and logistical distribution of supplies of multiple systems around the Capellan March. Eyes on Democracy cannot allow for such a sensitive public position to erode into a puppet of our regional March Lord, as it's unlikely that Duke Hasek Davion would allow that for that power to return to the people once he secures it. He would like to contact your mercenary outfit to reinforce our security detail around Casper Owens and assist us in protecting the integrity of this regional election. While we have a small contingent of battle mech forces on hand, we cannot hope to stand against the might that Duke Hansek Davion can bring if this intelligence ends up being true. The voices of the free people of the Federated Suns needs your expertise, Commander. Will you help us? Alright, well, let's go ahead and take it. Okay, and now let's see if I was right about that conflict zone. Let's see. Okay, yes, looks like I was right, so it's gonna happen in this system. It's only 20 days to travel there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do so. Let's depart. Okay, so here is this campaign, right? Difficulty level 60. We need you to join us in reinforcing Casper Owens' protection detail. Hopefully we won't have to use your skills, but better be safe than sorry. Okay. What I am not particularly fond of as far as this entire game is concerned is the lack of detailed mission objectives, especially, you know, in the campaign. Standard missions, yes, you do get like some defense, garrison duty or something, you know, like the beachhead, for instance. You kind of know what to do, but here you have no idea what you should be doing. In reality, as far as I can remember, because, you know, I've played this campaign before, obviously, this is just your typical defense mission. But from this kind of briefing, let's say if I had to play something like this for the first time, I would have no idea what the heck am I supposed to do there. Alright? So that's like my only rant. I mean, not the only run, but one of the runs which I have for this game. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take this contract. And my reputation with them is fairly good. Okay, let's confirm.
The nasty weather means your visibility
And
will be
once
limited out
again,
there.
just like in the
Have adverse
previous
effects on your
campaigns,
sensors.
I will try to finish this mission on my own. Even though it can be somewhat tough to do a defense mission without the LANCEMATES, but I will try my best. And also, as far as this campaign missions go, sometimes they provide you with some friendly forces, but you're not gonna be able to control them. Now, for that matter, since this is a defense mission, I really wanna finally take this Stalker, no, not the STK-3F, the one that I've salvaged in my previous Will of Kali campaign mission, one of my most favorite Stalker variants ever. Let me show you this one. I've done a video on this variant before, and let me talk once again about this particular variant, and this is my preferred build for this one. First, let me show you the original loadout, right? The stock loadout. Now, what is this Stalker STK-3FB variant? This -3FB variant is the variant which was made for the Star League Royal Defense Force. Okay, Star League Royal Defense Force, the elite of the elite MechWarriors, the best of the best. And it's quite different from the your typical Stalker rules that you encounter -3F variant. What makes it, what sets it apart is that Guardian ECM, electronic countermeasures, which creates the interference for enemy mechs and reducing their accuracy, firing accuracy. Now, besides that, as you can see, this is placed instead of the short-range missiles in the standard Stalker. Instead of typical large lasers, it comes with ER large lasers, extended range ones with the longer range. Then it's got 4 medium lasers, just like, you know, your typical Stalker. It's got double hit sinks as opposed to singles, and it's got LRM 15s with the Artemis 4 control for better precision and accuracy. Okay, now let's see what I've changed about this mech. Well, I thought that the original loadout and weaponry is pretty good. Again, this is Royal Defense Force, Star League era. I can't even argue with their original weaponry. I think it's perfect the way it is. The only change that I've done, I had to sacrifice a few hit sinks in order to be able to take more LRM Artemis ammo with me, and also I wanted to max out all the armor in the arms, torso and the head. I only shaved off a couple of points in the legs. No, hold on a second, I did not shave anything off. I actually maxed it out all the way. Sorry about that. In my previous video I did, because I wanted to take a half an hour LRM Artemis, additional half an hour more, but I am not doing it here. I think it's that should be enough. I've done a few changes since then. And then what's important to know is that I've replaced all the original lasers with the short burst version for better hit management and also for the increased firing rate. Yes, they may deliver slightly less damage than the standard laser, but they make up for it with a better firing rate. And I am always kinda going after the firing rate. I always prefer firing rate to a slightly bigger damage output. Anyway, so this is my build in case if you're interested. So let's go ahead and take it on this defense mission. And once again, I am going to go by myself without the LANCEMATES.
Our contact from Eyes on Democracy, one Sylvan Vaughan, wants us to reinforce his security detail for the leading Trade Federation presidential candidate, Casper Owens. We have been ordered to rendezvous with his forces at the city Owens is currently staying at. There's the city commander. Looks like our contact and his forces have already set up a perimeter. Incoming message from Vaughan. Patching it through now.
Commander, nice to meet you in person. As you see, my troops and I have garrisoned the city already. I'll be coordinating the garrison on field here and my rifleman. I know what you must be thinking. Between you, me, and the forces, all this seems a tad overkill. But it's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared in these situations. With any luck, we should be enough of a deterrent to keep the candidates safe.
I'll set you up on Vaughn's security frequency so he can communicate with you directly, Commander.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Looks as if our source was right. Those bastards are trying to snuff out what little democracy we have left. Commander, protect the city. We need to ensure the safety of Castlegoers at all costs. We can't let them get away with this.
Additional contacts just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon. Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Target acquired.
Enemy forces closing in fast.
New target Vulcan.
Hold please. Those readings were enemy mech. Moving in. Hold please. Dynasty unit has gone critical. Repeat, critical.
Target acquired.
We'll have to make do with those back components.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
Target's dead.
Target
System
destroyed.
taking critical
Target
damage.
acquired. Target
Enemy reinforcements spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target Jägermech.
Get the hammer here! Requesting support!
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemies have leveled the warehouse. Base HQ has fallen to enemy fire.
New target Firestarter.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All units,
New
hostile
target
mechs
Javelin.
inbound. Prepare to engage.
Target destroyed. New target Spider. destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target, Urban Mech. Target destroyed.
Looks like that was the last of them. Good God. This has to be because of Duke Hasek-Davian. Where does he get the nerve to move against the independent voices of his own subjects? Just because we finally have a candidate who rightfully objects to his handling of trade. It makes me sick.
Well, it's a good thing you hired us then. We'll tend to our mechs and our wounded. Call us when you're ready with our next assignment. Nice work out there, Commander. But I doubt that someone in Duke Hasek-Davian's position would let a failure like this slide.
Alright, so we had 90% of the object survive, which is very, very good. I guess I will just take some stuff to sell. Let's see, are there any double hit sinks? No. No, unfortunately, no. I will take some ammo, we will use it. Okay, yeah, I don't like the fact I'm losing the reputation with the House Davion. Anyways, so... It's really amazing how this mech is. You see, I only got a few scratches on the armor. No substantial damages. Absolutely incredible mech and variant, one of my favorites. And we had, like I said, 90% of the object survived, which is very, very good number. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the repair. Once again, as you can see, no components lost, just few scratches on the armor. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take another transmission and then travel to another system, perhaps. So here is the second part of this campaign, and it comes from the same guy, Sylvan Won. Commander, after interrogating a number of survivors from the attack, we have learned the identity of the would-be executioners, the 8th 30th Fusiliers, part of the Hasek's family's private army. It is as we feared. Duke Hasek-Davion's involvement with the attempt on candidate Owens is now certain, and the eyes on democracy cannot hope to stand against the ununified might of the Hasek family's private army. But with your help, we may be able to occupy their attention enough to ensure they do no further meddling in the upcoming elections. While the Fusiliers are still licking their wounds, we want you to conduct a raid against the 8th Regional Armory. A successful raid against the infrastructure that supports the Fusiliers should disrupt their operations throughout the region, making it impossible for them to mount another assassination attempt against candidate Owens. For this mission, we will not be able to provide you with any assistance. Your mercenary status gives eyes on democracy plausible deniability should you fail, and we must keep candidate Owens' hands clean from all of this business. Good luck, Commander. Okay. Let's accept it, and now perhaps we need to travel to another system. Okay, and it looks like we have a cantina here and a black market. Let's see what the cantina is. No, I'm not hunting any more treasure. What are they giving? Yeah, why not? Why not to do this for the money and for double hit sync? And I don't need any flamers, but whatever. And then this is a C10 burst fire and some money. Oh, okay. We'll take it. Let's see the black market. Black markets are usually nothing special, and typically they are kind of mediocre. Yeah, no 5-tier level weapons here. Yeah, just a waste of time. Okay, well, let's go ahead and take this contract now. Let's see what it says. We have a fairly large combat area, 20 kilometers, almost 20 square kilometers. Destroy key tactical targets to discourage the Fusiliers from making another assassination attempt. But be careful, it looks like they may be expecting you this time. Okay, so once again, as I said this before starting the previous mission, when you read something like this, you have no idea what kind of, what mission type are you expecting to be. I kinda get the idea from the previous transmission that this is like a raid mission, and again, I've done this campaign previously, but they don't provide you specific, you know, objectives. By the way, MechWarrior 2 Mercenaries did. It was pretty good at it. It was providing you with fairly good intel on the stuff. Here you absolutely have no idea what type of mission this is and what are you supposed to do. But as far as I can remember, this is one of the typical raid missions where you have to destroy some specific buildings. Alright. For that matter, since this is, you know, it's not necessarily the most difficult mission ever, you see only 55 difficulty. I think what I'm gonna do, I will do something absolutely crazy and insane. Instead of me taking a bunch of LANCEMATES with some badass mechs, I am going to take one of my favorite light mechs ever, the Firestarter. Not just any Firestarter, but the Arena variant, FS9-X1. Let me show you this variant. The one that you get with this last DLC. I should have sold this mechs earlier. I don't need this just to make some extra money. Yeah. Yeah, the one that you get with the last DLC. I've done a bunch of demolition videos with it. Firestarter is one of my favorite light mech chassis ever, and this is absolutely fantastic variant. And at this point, I don't even care whether this one is apocryphal or not, because unlike those crazy hero mechs, these ones at least you can get a full lance of. And by the way, one of these I actually purchased with my own money in industrial hubs. Believe it or not, in that Capellan territory industrial hub. So they do sell them sometimes in the industrial hub. You can salvage this and you can get them as much as you want. You can do a full lance of this mech, which is something what I really like about it. Now, the original loadout, the stock loadout was this: 6 machine guns, light rifle, and AC2 rapid fire. I've turned this into a pure demolition mech with 8 machine guns. Okay, I've got 6 tons of machine gun ammo, 2 single hit sinks. This is because of the jump jets. Because of the jump jets, they do generate some heat, but machine guns, they don't generate any heat. Okay. Now, I didn't particularly go low with the ammo in the rear. This is because, again, as a demolition mech, as the one that gets into a dangerous territory, runs fast and destroys the building, you will get some shots in the rear, because you're not gonna be fighting here enemy mechs in this. This is not the mech for that purpose. This is the mech to get in and out. Just to get in, destroy some stuff, and get out as soon as possible, without engaging into any kind of combat with other mechs or any kinds of defenders. Alright, so this is my preferred loadout for this variant. Let me show you a few upgrades actually which I've done. Everything here goes towards the structure and armor reinforcement, because you will be getting some beating and you need every single protection as you can get. And then I am boosting the top speed, and actually that's quite a nice boost. It now can run 130 kilometers per hour, which is pretty fast. And then this one is just 10% increase of damage output from these machine guns, as you can see. Not a vast improvement, but, you know, negligible, but whatever, I guess everything counts. But I can be just fine without any upgrades as well. And as a matter of fact, I did complete some of the missions even without any upgrades on this mech. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this mission. Let's see if I will be able to survive a raid mission in a single light mech.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
The biggest threat is perhaps going to be coming from above, like eagers. Everything else you can kind of evade, but those eagers.
Updated intel from Vaughn, Commander. This will be a raid against support installations for the 8th Certis Fusiliers, the group that attacked us on Kamal. Eyes on Democracy want us to disrupt their operations to discourage them from mounting another assassination attempt against Owens. I must warn you that we are attacking the Fusiliers on their home turf, so watch out. They will have substantial defenses.
I changed my mind about the route. I will go diagonally. We'll start over there and then we'll move diagonally to another waypoint.
Maybe I dozed off during the briefing, but why are the Fusiliers attacking their own citizens?
Because they are at the beck and call of the Hasek family. And it's really no surprise that a March Lord would be petty enough to use his own private army for a personal vendetta.
Let's see what are the targets. Come on, give me some targets.
Jump jet fuel low.
Okay, so looks like it's this one.
Jump jet fuel empty.
Enemy unit interceptor provided coordinates.
And it's this one.
Jump jet fuel low.
Watch yourself down there, Commander. The Fusiliers are no idle threat, and Vaughn isn't around with the Riflemen to back you up.
Ain't that for true? By the looks of it, that Rifleman had been outfitted with a pair of Gauss rifles. Well, those haven't been widely available for centuries. How do you suppose someone like Vaughn was able to acquire and maintain weapons as rare as...
Fahad, we're in the middle of an operation. Clear the damn comms.
I have few eagers on my tail.
Incoming missile.
I made it.
Good job. Now let's get the hell out of here before the full weight of the Fusiliers is thrown at you. Hopefully, this is enough to discourage further attempts on Owen's life. That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's make our quota.
I don't care, I just wanna get out here. Yikes.
Great showing, Commander. Our employers will be pleased.
Oh, that was intense. That was intense. This is something that I like to call a James Bond style raid mission or a Rambo style. Whew. Yeah, that was tough. That was pretty tough. Okay. I may have gotten a slight structural damage in the rear. Let's see. Something has eaten up my armor. That's one of those eagers, obviously. That is exactly the reason why sometimes you don't necessarily wanna go too low on the armor in the back. I know a lot of people are suggesting, oh, you should put everything in the front, and then, you know, you leave it a little bit in the rear. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, most of the time that's kinda true, but sometimes you may wanna, you know, put something in the back as well, for these particular kinds of situations, when you just trying to run away, and you have, like, eagers or some faster light mechs stalking you on your tail. Anyways, so I did it. I did it. Alright, well, then let's go ahead and do the next mission. So let's see what he has to say. Commander, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance in this matter. Unfortunately, the Fusiliers do not appear to be backing down, while the 8th has fallen back to new sorties to regroup and resupply. Our intel has informed us that other Fusiliers regiments have been deployed into the region. As the election draws closer, the threat of another assassination attempt becomes larger. What's worse, the next campaign stop for candidate Owens brings him close to a military base garrisoned by elements of the 5th 30th Fusiliers. We are concerned that they may mobilize to make another attempt on candidate Owens' life. This election is drawing too close to risk complacency. The eyes of democracy wants you to attack this garrison to ensure that Fusiliers stations close to the campaign stop does not become a threat. Don't fail us now, Commander. As if I have failed you previously. Okay, let's see, where do we need to go next? This system. Alright. Let's travel there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this contract, I guess. Here is this campaign mission. And we actually have some rival mercenaries in here, but we don't need to worry about them on the campaign missions. 14 square kilometers, sort of like a medium-sized area. We can't risk the Fusiliers mounting another attack against candidate Owens. A preemptive strike against their nearby garrison is necessary to protect candidate Owens. Alright. Not, once again, not a very clear briefing, but again, as far as I can remember, this is going to be something like a typical demolition mission. And since this is your typical demolition mission, I will just take one airstrike, and once again I am going to perhaps take the same mech once again. Well, I am not even going to change the mech, because once again this is pretty much my favorite demolition mech. So once again I've told you about this mech before the previous mission, before I started. I've shown you the loadout, so I don't see any reason to change it, because it's a perfect for that matter. I've done even very difficult demolition missions as a part of the main mercenary campaign, where you're fighting the Comstar in the periphery. They had 2 pretty tough demolition missions there, and this mech performed admirably well in those kinds of situations, so there is no reason why it won't do so in here, since the difficulty is only 65. Okay, let's go ahead and take this mission.
This will be an assault against a regional military base manned by the Certis Fusiliers. Preemptively attacking this FRB ensures that the Fusiliers won't be able to mount an attack against Casper Owens during his nearby campaign stop. Watch your back, Commander. This one's not going to be easy. We've been cleared for airstrike support on this mission, Commander. I'll give you the okay once you're in target range.
The reason I'm waiting is because I want the airstrike to get a bit closer. They are always kinda late when you start these missions, so I'm just waiting for them to get closer. Again, I am not going to go into a fight with any of this stuff. I just wanna get in there and out. That's my main goal.
1-1, this is Sierra 2-1.
Okay, they are finally here.
Standing by for your tango confirmation. Sierra 2-1, over.
Is such a drastic show of force necessary to protect a candidate for trade president?
It's a little more complicated than that, Commander. Local democracy in the Federated Suns is a luxury granted by the various dukes and barons that administer the systems, not a basic right like it is in the Free Worlds League. Though a majority of Federation worlds allow regional democracies to govern themselves, the Federated Suns is still, at its heart, a constitutional aristocracy. So, hereditary rulers can still attempt to further consolidate their own personal power over their subjects if allowed to.
Right. Which means?
The eyes of democracy appear to be fighting against a power grab from Duke Hasek Davion. If the Duke puts his own puppet candidate in this Trade Federation position, there's no guarantee he'll ever give that power back to the people once he has it. We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
If I'm right, isn't it strange we haven't heard a single thing from the candidate we're supposed to be defending?
That's because Owens is not our client. Eyes on democracy are. We're subcontractors doing the dirty work for intermediaries in order to keep the candidate's hands clean. If Owens himself instigated the raid against his March Lord, that would be treason, and the Duke would have all the justification he needs to arrest and execute him. This area is on its last legs, Commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home. Right. The base is destroyed. I'm seeing a number of Fusiliers dropships being dispatched to hunt you down. There's no reason to stay here anymore. Get back to the dropship now. Mission complete, Commander. Let's go home.
Indeed, let's go home. Good call. Finally, she's taking me out here. This campaign missions, that's what I've learned in the previous Racelhake campaign. It's not gonna end until Ryana stops talking. Until she finishes her talk. Okay. Even though I did not sign up for any salvage, or I guess I did. I'm still getting some. It's just junky weapons. That was pretty quick, actually. That was pretty quick. Alright, let's go ahead, set this into repair. No components were lost. Just an armor damage, you see. Nothing serious. Yeah, I absolutely love this demolition mech. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyways, let's see what they have to say now. So this is the part 4 and the final mission, one of my all-time favorite missions. Okay, comes again from Sylvan 1. Commander, the election is just around the corner. So this is the final chance that Duke Hasek Davion has to silence candidate Owen's Eyes on Democracy intel. Has uncovered that one Count Anton Vitos is leading the Fusiliers' efforts to assassinate candidate Owens on behalf of his Lord Duke Hasek Davion. We've tracked Count Vitos' location to a remote facility high in the mountains ranges of Novaya Zemlya. If we can catch the head of this snake, we can put an end to the Fusiliers' attempts against candidate Owens' life once and for all. Given the severity of this mission, my forces and I will be joining you in the field, where we will launch a two-pronged assault against Count Vitos' base of operations. It's risky, but if we can pincer them in, they will have no place to escape to. My forces will attack from the north while you advance on the base from the south along the primary road. Make sure no one escapes. Be warned. The southern paths leading to Count Vitos' base can be treacherous with long sight lines across the chasm. It is advised you bring battle mechs with long-range capabilities on this mission. If we are successful here, Eyes on Democracy will ensure that you are repaid what you are truly owned for your services to our cause. See you on the other side, Commander. And now we have this warning message. Client reports long sight lines along the mission path. Long-range capable loadouts are advised. This is very important here. This is very important to know here. You see, once again, long-range capable loadouts are advised. Let's take a note of that. So, here is what's going on. The reason why I absolutely love this mission, besides the fact that it's very interesting, very intriguing, adventurous, beautiful, it's got some really beautiful landscapes. It also presents you with a somewhat rare opportunity in this game to snipe things at a distance. I absolutely love sniping at longer ranges. This game in general unfortunately does not give you much of such an opportunity. It does give you sometimes this kind of opportunity. Sometimes you do get some large combat areas, which is great. I absolutely love large combat areas. they make everything kinda more interesting. But it doesn't happen very often, and this is one of those missions where you can, you know, fully explore different sniper mech builds. And here is what I'm gonna do. This is going to be the last mission in this video, and for that matter I will take one of my all-time favorite sniper builds which I came up with, which is the Annihilator ANH-1A loaded with the 4 heavy rifles. Where is it? If I can only find it. Hold on a second. Yeah, it's right here. I should probably put this... no, we'll keep them here just in case. Sorry. So yeah, let me show you the loadout right away. This is what I am going to test in this setting, alright? This is my preferred loadout as far as, you know, heavy rifles are concerned. No, I do have some other loadouts that I like. This is one of my favorite mechs ever. This Annihilator is absolutely stunning. I don't care what some people may think about it, but it's my video and I'm showing my favorites, alright? So I featured this mech many times on this channel. I've talked a lot about this loadout, okay? I don't even wanna waste time reiterating myself on this subject. I absolutely love this build. The only thing that you should watch out for in here is the hit build-up. So you do have to manage your hit kinda carefully. And then these are the upgrades. Again, I've shown this mech many times on this channel. I've talked a lot about this before. Let's just go ahead and complete this mission using my favorite sniper build. And then, just to give you a heads up, if I will be successful in this mission, alright, if I will be successful in this mission with this sniper build, sniper annihilator build, in my next video I will replay this mission one more time as a test, where I will test a different sniper builds, the other chassis. So let's go ahead and fly to this system, and it's not a conflict zone, meaning that you won't be able to repair or refit in there. This is in House Davion, and Novaya Zemlya in English means, the English translation means New Earth. So let's go ahead and travel over there. Alright, let's go ahead and take this contract. Again, not necessarily the most difficult mission, it's only 65 difficulty level. Actually, what's interesting, this is a fairly small combat area, it's only 1.12 kilometers. But nevertheless, it gives you a great opportunity to snipe things at a distance. So here is the briefing. Count Anton Vitos is the one leading the assassination attempts against Casper Owens. We will mount a two-pronged attack against his scheduled mountain base to end his plot once and for all. Okay. Again, it doesn't give you any specific details on the objectives, but on the other hand, this is also because this mission, this campaign mission is very unique, and it does not fall into any kind of typical categories in this game. It's neither like assassination or a targeted kill or demolition. It's just a unique mission. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what we encounter. And I guess this time around I may actually take a couple of points for the salvage. Let's confirm. And again, I'm taking this Annihilator, the one that I really wanna test in this mission, and the one that I've never tried in this mission. So, and I've never even done this campaign or any other campaign without LANCEMATES. So let's see how am I gonna do in here completely on my own, using this mech, which I've also never tested in this particular mission. Let's see how it's gonna work.
Incoming communique from Vaughn, Commander.
Nice to have you with us again, Commander. Eyes on Democracy's intel places Count Vidios in a remote facility in the mountains up ahead. My squadron will move in from the north onto the base, while you approach from the south. Together, we can box Count Vidios in. The Count is the primary target, so ensure that he does not escape.
Let's get a move on, Commander. Vaughn is counting on us.
What drives a man like Count Vidios to attempt to kill fellow countrymen?
It's well known that Vitios is a close ally of Duke Hasek Davion. Doing the Duke's dirty work is a surefire way to gain the Duke's favor and raise his own standings within the political world of the Davion court. Fusilier forces spotted on the ridge. Move in, Commander, and take out those hostiles.
New target, Jägermech.
Bad firing location, hitting the ground. But at the same time, I don't want to overexpose myself.
Target destroyed.
There he goes. Oh man, do I love this mission. Do I love this mission. One of my all-time favorite missions.
New target, Blackjack.
He's got ammo explosion. We'll
Incoming
take
missile.
care of him later since he's getting ammo explosion. Let's get done with this, guys.
Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
The archer should have taken him down first.
New target, Archer. Incoming missile.
I took off his right torso.
Target destroyed.
All right, all right. Look at all of these views and landscapes. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at how much thought has been put into this mission, creating something like this. This is absolutely amazing and stunning. Wow, wow, just take a quick look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Wow. Wow, this is absolutely stunning. This and the final mission of the Will of Kali campaign, these are my two favorites campaign missions ever. Ever. Now, here is the thing. There is this ridge with the river or a creek, whatever you prefer to call it. You can actually go down there and you can walk down there to your objective, but let's actually walk on top of this reach. Like, besides, I kinda prefer taking a high ground, because obviously we will be doing some fighting in here. This is absolutely amazing and stunning, all this look. Wow, just wow, it's quite mind-blowing, I must say. I wish we had more missions like this one in this game. Look at this, looks so realistic, and the graphics are spectacular. Even though I don't have highest settings because I'm playing in 4K, my settings are mostly moderate, on top of recording this video, because it also takes some processing power. But even then, look at this, you know, all these graphics, they just look stunning. All the subjects, details. Amazing. Absolutely amazing and beautiful. Okay, do we see anything else in here? Something is flying over there. Helicopters. I guess I will wait for him to fly closer. And I will just take them down with the lasers. I don't even wanna kinda far. I don't wanna waste my ammo on this light targets. Still too far. Still too far. Okay, now it's within the range, yeah. Moving kind of fast. Alright.
Target destroyed.
Two more. Okay.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
More. Look at the soul, the eager. It's gonna be tough to hit with the heavy rifle when moving so fast.
Right on cue. VTOL on approach.
Wow, moving really fast. It's a good pilot. Good pilot, I must say. Look at him. Look at him.
Target destroyed.
It did not save him, but he was making it very hard for me.
Target acquired.
Okay. A lot of VTOLs. Any more VTOLs? This is it. Any mechs down there? Not yet, I guess. Okay, there is the first one, you see? Looks like Jaeger mech. Okay, he's down. Another one is down. And there is another blackjack. Yeah, House Davion likes blackjacks. He's kinda moving, it's a little bit tough. He's getting ammo explosion. Let's see if he's gonna blow up. Yeah, he blew up. That's because they put their ammo in a center torso. That's why. Okay, any more enemies? Yeah, you see, this is what I was talking about. Almost no other mission presents such a great opportunity for sniping. Even though this is a fairly small combat area. but it doesn't feel like a small combat area because of all of these ridges, mountains. Oh man, what a beautiful landscape. What a beautiful landscape. So was that Will of Kali, the final mission of the Will of Kali. What amazing missions are these. Someone really took some time to polish them up and put a lot of thought in this. I can really appreciate all of this stuff. I know I do kinda criticize this game a lot, but it's mostly constructive criticism. But again, I do love this game a lot too, a lot of things about it as well. So it's not always about criticism. And come on, after all, if I didn't love this game, I wouldn't have been playing it, and this YouTube channel wouldn't even exist if I didn't like it, okay? Obviously, if I'm making so many videos and if I spend so many hours playing it, I do like it.
You're jeopardizing a lawful election for Trade Federation President. You are hereby ordered to stand down. Give up your assassination plans, and we might just take you in instead of destroying you. This is your final warning.
Assassination plans? They think we're the ones plotting to kill a candidate. Something's not adding up here. I have a feeling we're being played here, Commander. Vaughn has been setting us up from the start. Don't shoot. We are standing down. We believe we have been set up by our employers.
A shame you didn't have the decency to die on us, but no matter. I just want to thank you for taking out those security forces for me. Owens is wide open now.
Contact North Ridge! Unidentified bottleneck force approaching the facility. Defend the candidate at all costs.
Fusilier forces, we are moving to assist. Please, do not fire upon us.
Affirmative. Stand by to receive IFF codes. But make no mistake, when this is over, you are to shut down and surrender to us until we can sort this whole mess out.
I think that's the best we can hope for given the circumstances. Defend that facility, Commander. This will go down much better for us if we can successfully defend Owens from Vaughn's forces.
New pilot Warhammer.
Reporting visual contact. Hostiles.
He's gonna be moving that way, kinda trying to predict his movements, but no, he didn't go that way.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to predict enemy movements. Sometimes they can go right, sometimes they can go left. It's kinda hard to tell.
You mercenary fools are all the same. You take your payment with no questions asked. Now the real security detail is in shambles, and Owen's head is in our grasp. That just leaves you as the only loose end.
There's Vaughn. All right, Commander. Let's show him that nobody makes a patsy out of us.
Where did he disappear?
Even if you kill me, the Fed rats won't let you leave after what you've done to them.
They're fighting scared now.
There he is, in that Rifleman. You see, that's him walking around there. I wanna see if I can snipe him.
You will die here
So far I see mostly friendlies in here.
The base is taking on heavy fire. Structural integrity is at 75% capacity.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Shoot.
Did you honestly think I cared about the life of some legislator? I'm getting good warning.
Target
I need to
destroyed.
eject.
Target acquired. Critical. Target destroyed.
Needs to cool down a little bit.
New target. Heat critical. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
So what is going on in here? Getting some interference.
New target. Vindicator. Target
Took him
destroyed.
down.
Mercenary, you're fighting a lost cause.
Enemy low.
It's kinda hard to aim because of this interference.
New target. Rifleman.
There is this rifleman with 2 Gauss rifles.
Target destroyed.
Nice work, Commander. That piece of crap deserved its demise. I've sent a declaration of surrender to the Davion authorities, letting them know what has transpired. We'll have to do some talks, but we should be cleared of any wrongdoing once the evidence has been presented. Just to be sure, though, let's pick up Vaughn's mech in case our efforts are not rewarded.
Target acquired.
Okay. Okay, let's see. What should we pick up in here? I guess one of these Gausses. I have a 5 tier level. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should purchase these ones because they are kinda rare. Not that I don't have any, but whatever. Actually, you know, maybe I should not even bother with the Gauss then, because I have 5 tier level. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's see the summary. So 13 mech kills. The damage dealt is 2000. Well, you know, again, this is only 65 difficulty mission, 65 level difficulty. Not exactly the most difficult mission ever, but what a beautiful mission this one is. Oh my gosh, do I love this one. Yeah, that's like one of the most memorable. Those landscapes, trenches, all that stuff, the opportunity for a long range fighting, the sniping. Amazing, amazing. I wish we really had more missions like this one. Alright, let's continue. And now, yeah, so we need to take that transmission. Now we are being released. So yeah, that guy was scamming us. Okay, and now we got all cleared and we are salvaging his unique hero rifleman with the 2 Gauss rifles. Okay, so let's see what this release message has to say. Commander, the Ministry of Information Intelligence and Operation has examined the contract crew testimonies and transmissions you've shared with the man you knew as Sylvan 1. After a thorough review of your provided intel, the MIIO have cleared you and your mercenary company of all wrongdoing. I am here to debrief you on this matter. The man you knew as Sylvan Vaughn was a ghost. The Mio had no information on him or his motives prior to your attacks, pulling his carcass out of his mech's cockpit and handling his body over to us. And the information he shared with you about candidate Owens was misleading to say the least. It is true and well known throughout the Capellan March that Casper Owens is a outspoken critic of Duke Hasek Davion. But what Vaughn didn't tell you is that Owens is also a staunch international trade hawk running on a platform of pushing heavy tariffs on interstellar imports from the Capellan Confederation as his primary running issue. Our ongoing theory that House Liao did not take too kindly to this and dispatched Maskirovka agents to kill Owens. When the Surtees Fusiliers guarding the candidate proved to be too much for them on their initial attempts to take Owens out and put them on the run, they hired you to guard them and disrupt the Fusiliers enough to provide them with another window to make a second attempt on Owens' life. While it was your transgressions against the Surtees Fusiliers and gave Vaughn his best window to complete his mission, had it not been for your actions on Novaya Zemlya, coming to Owens' defense and destroying Vaughn's strike team, I doubt Owens would be here today. Due to your impromptu assistance in defending Owens' life, the AFFs and Mayo have agreed to drop all charges against you and honor the payout and salvage rights to your MRB-backed contract. You have a grateful President-elect Owens to thank you for our generosity on this matter. I would advise that in the future you pay closer attention to who your Merc company gets into bed with. The AFFS and the MIU will not be so lenient if you are ever caught pulling a stunt like this again. Now take your CBLs and your salvage and then get the hell out of my system. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that. And now let's actually, since this, you see, does not allow any repairs or refits, and then, you know, we were not able to see this Rifleman, let's actually go ahead and fly perhaps into the nearby industrial hub. Or should I fly somewhere here? No, it's kind of far, way too far. See, yeah, way too far. Let's just take it to this industrial. These are actually, you know, pretty good industrial hubs, but the problem is that they are just so far away from everything else, and it just takes a long time to get there. Anyways, let's travel to the one I've selected. So once again, this Annihilator is amazing. I absolutely love this build. I've completed so many missions with this mech. But again, this is a dedicated sniper. It is not designed to step into a close-range combat and to shred things. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna be running very hard, and the reloading time is too long. This is a dedicated sniper build, okay? Even though I have completed this mission on my own and without any LANCEMATES successfully, it's not intended really for that kind of purpose. It's designed to work in a team of other mechs. So yeah, this is something, you know, to remember about this build. Nevertheless, it's performed admirably well in this kind of mission, and as you can see, I've destroyed some of those distant mechs, heavy and medium mechs, while shooting one alpha strike of these heavy rifles in one alpha strike. I don't think I will be able to replicate something like this using any other mechs or any other builds. Nevertheless, as I've said this earlier, I will try to do a similar thing using other two builds which I've prepared. So in my next video I will replay this exact same last mission of this campaign twice while testing other two sniper builds of mine. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you exactly what those are. Let's just save them for the next video. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this salvaged rifleman with the two Gauss rifles. This unique hero mech. Again, I've said this before, and I have a separate video on this channel on the subject of hero mechs. I am not a fan of hero mechs, and particularly this concept of hero mechs, because for several reasons. The first reason is that these mechs are apocryphal. They are not found in the lore or even on sarna.net. And the other reason is that because of their uniqueness, only one of them available in the entire inner sphere, meaning that you cannot have a full lance of such mechs. That's my second problem with them. Anyway, so let's well, I have the entire video on this matter where I'm showcasing the two of my so-called favorite hero mechs. I'm testing them in the final mission of the Dragon's Gambit. But anyways, that's besides the point. Let's take a closer look at this rifleman. So yeah, this one has obviously two large ballistic slots occupied with the two Gauss rifles. So if I were to strip this mech, right, you will see that it's got two medium energy slots and large ballistic slots. Now, if I were to max out all the armor, right, obviously I will no longer be able to take all this kind of weaponry, like these two Gauss rifles with the two of these medium lasers. Okay, I mean, I guess I probably can, but then what are you gonna do next? Are you gonna take only 1 ton of a Gauss ammo and that's it? You cannot put anything else because you will be over-tonnaged, right? So you can't really max out an armor if you want to take advantage of these two Gauss rifles. So for that matter, I guess I have no other choice but just, you know, proceed with the, you know what? Gauss rifle is a cold weapon, okay? It does not get hot as you should. I mean, it kinda does, you know, 1 point of hit, but that's pretty negligible. It's not gonna ruin you. So for that matter, I might as well just get rid of this single hit sink, and now I can either max out an armor, right, or just I can take more more ammunition, because each one has only 26 rounds. All right. Or alternatively, I can also downgrade the medium lasers to small lasers, right? And now I have 2 additional tons left, perhaps either for Gauss ammo, right, or for armor. Since this is primarily a sniper build, right? Maybe for that matter, perhaps I should keep the armor low in this case and just take more ammo. Now, I would put an ammo for that matter in the torso, because let's say you will get shot a lot with LRMs and one of the arms is gonna be gone, right? You will lose an ammo, but if it's gonna be gone, then at least you will be able to use the ammo from this torso for this Gauss rifle. So maybe for that matter it's better to put everything in here, right? So maybe going something like this, at least you will be able to shoot, you know, 52 times now each of these Gauss rifle, or 2 of them 56 times. And small lasers, they don't generate any hits, so you don't need any hit sinks in here for that matter. Yeah, so maybe something like this. Or maybe I can just remove one of these, let's say put the other one in the middle, and now increase an armor a little bit. So that would be the other option in here. But for now, perhaps let's just I would just go with something like this, even if I were to use this mech, although I doubt that I will be using it, because I have a Night Star with 2 Gauss rifles, so maybe for that matter I shouldn't even bother with it. But anyways, let's start this work, and with so little amount of armor, right, let's pretend that this is a medium mech. Let's not view this as a heavy mech, let's view it as a medium mech with 2 Gauss rifles. It's a sniper, so maybe it doesn't even need all this maxed out armor, because you will be sniping things at a distance, perhaps before they even able to get an LRM lock on you. So let's try something like this. And let's change this funky color for my dark camo, the military style camo. Anyways, so there we go. Well, this is it for this video, and again, if you wanna see my other 2 sniper builds, please stay tuned for my next video. Thanks again for watching, and until the next video, have a nice day.